of England is tonight's referee. Dan Biggar alongside the referee. Wales in red, Ireland in green. It's a traditional Celtic fixture. Joe Schmidt, Rob Howley, the coaches.
Time to run, fellas.
Round 4 of the RBS Six Nations. Wales against Ireland. Simon Zebo waits, catches. Conor Murray safely into touch. Good evening, Paul O'Connell.
Good evening, Eddie. Very interesting there. Ireland were ready to lift Robbie Henshaw and they were ready to lift Gary Ringrose off the kickoff there, so the front line covered and Wales went long.
Justin Tipuric wins the line-out ball. So nearly an interception. Instead, George North involved early on. Rhys Webb, the captain, Alan Jones. Ireland trying to keep him up. Ireland have stolen it. Rory Best comes away with first turnover to the men in green. Johnny Sexton on the loop and long to Zebo. Zebo tries to chip over George North, succeeds. Back goes Tipuric, loses it. Down goes Lee Halfpenny, still loose. Well, George North, having been quiet against Scotland, has everything to do against Ireland in the first minute and a half. A brief moment of calm allows Rhys Webb to kick down, but only as far as Keith Earls. Ball came away, it's almost stripped by Wales, but it's gone forward from a Welsh hand. Scrum advantage, Ireland. The tallest man on the pitch, Devon Toner.
Back we come then. When he ripped in, it went forward towards the green line. Scrum.
You'll have seen a few drop balls there. Funnily enough, after all the chat about the roof being opened or closed, they watered the pitch here today. And the ball is obviously like a bar of soap because there's been a load of drop ball already. Sean O'Brien should have taken that intercept.
Well, Wales on the pretty flat, you know, nearly the intercept. But also, one interesting thing I saw there, Sean O'Brien did exactly the same as Italy did against England. It wasn't a ruck, it was a tackle, and he went in between the 9 and 10 of Wales. So they got to be careful because Ireland might adapt and vary that tactic.
Crouch. Bind. Set.
Sweet ball for Conor Murray from the scrummage. Robbie Henshaw, Ringrose. Ireland already over the advantage line. CJ Stander. Good tackle on him by Sam Warburton. Sexton. Rob Kearney turns out of a tackle and a second. Jamie Heaslip. Tag Furlong, a front rower in support. And Wales try to hold up. Ireland do get it to ground. Sean O'Brien again. High it goes from Sexton. George North underneath it. It's popped loose. That's good covering work by Rhys Webb on the ground. It means close to their try line, Wales have to find a scrum half. It's Rob Evans, the prop.
Not now, off your feet, off your feet, off your feet now, good listen.
Webb back in position. Biggar behind him. Oh, we can breathe.
I tell you, it's very interesting, the variety of Sexton's play there. He goes wide first of all from a run around. Then they've got a little move from the first set piece they had, which, you know, gets over the guideline. And when the ball is very, very slow, he just puts a brilliant kick up when it's, you know, it's competition time.
Attacking throw Rory Best, the captain, between Wales' 10-metre line and their 22. Off the top, O'Brien. Zebo running the inside line.
No, you pushed him in. Don't push him
Devin
in.
Toner right in the middle of the field. Options on either side. O'Brien, good pass from him. CJ Stander couldn't quite get it away. Advantage Ireland.
High tackle. Knock on him, just a bit high risk.
The knock on, followed by a high tackle. Scrum becomes a penalty.
High tackle.
Big line speed there from Wales, and that's what you'd expect this early in the game. It's going to be a big challenge for Ireland to hold on to the ball if the ball is wet, and Wales are getting off the line really hard as well. And here we have the long range kick. And it's funny because going back into the autumn, Ireland would have taken these into the corner every time, and even at the start of the championship they've taken these kicks and they've gone to the corner. So an interesting change of tactics here.
If you're standing in the
There's the high shot. You know, there was a knock on in the tackle by Dan Biggar. But you have to, you know, the Irish attack again, asking questions of the inside Welsh defence. They're keeping them honest with inside balls. Good line speed, as Paul said. I think this is just the respect they have for each other. They play against each other, you know, so often in the Pro 12. They know each other very well. Take the points.
A lot of breath of wind in the stadium. There's still a layer of smoke from the fireworks above the head of Johnny Sexton. Holds its line. Ireland take the lead.
As Ireland do, they've turned the pressure into points.
It's interesting if you look a lot across the front line of Ireland here over on the far side. Jamie Heaslip is ready to lift Robbie Henshaw, and Rory Best is ready to lift Gary Ringrose.
Instead again it's Zebo who takes the ball. George North first to arrive. Zebo presents for Conor Murray. O'Brien. Murray. Lee Halfpenny. Oh, another interception. Dan Biggar's pass picked off by Johnny Sexton. Now then away come Ireland. Keith Earls behind Liam Williams. The touchline, a refuge for Wales.
Great line speed from Ireland, doing what Wales were doing to them. So, excellent intercept, well played, and Earls puts it into the corner. Look at that, great line speed, very clever.
That's the second time, you know, they're nailing intercept. They've got to hold their depth or run inside shoulder. They can see the guy going for the intercept.
Ken Owens. Very much a defensive operation here. Justin Tipuric again, down to Webb. Ross Moriarty, first charge for the number 8. Got to be offside. It's the old Italian tactic, but that was a ruck.
But New Zealand do it so well. New Zealand vary it because they shout out tackle or ruck. On that occasion, clearly a ruck, and he's offside.
That's exactly it. They when they do it, they coach the ref. They let the ref know.
Yeah, thanks, Sonny. He was just on the ball having a contact, so when they make contact, yeah, that's your ruck.
Well, there's a case to be made, Paul.
No, once he's back up competing, it's a ruck now.
Wales secure their line-out. That is a maul. There is an offside line. Rhys Webb to Biggar. Gets the pass away without it being intercepted. And Wales have found a little bit of space out there. Lee Halfpenny to George North. North smashes through Rob Kearney. Keeps the ball alive in the field of play. Biggar takes the contact this time rather than make the pass. Wales still in possession through Rob Evans. Reese Webb with the switch of play. Scott Williams makes a little yard. Ireland
Okay, no,
on the ball.
It's fine, no, Johnny, no problem. You
Moriarty
let go,
again. Alan Jones. Jake Ball over his captain. Tipperick on the crash ball. Good Ireland defence. Wales still have it. Scott Williams, bigger. Little dink through for Liam Williams. It lands in the arms of the Welsh winger. Carney again bounces out of the tackle. Williams down and presents Robbie Henshaw with a crunching tackle. Tipperick. Warburton on his shoulder supporting Bigger. George North, Lee Halfpenny outside him. Promising attack by Wales. Alan Jones. Not held in the tackle, he can go on. Webb. Jake Ball. Webb on his own. The defence saw him coming. Good presentation though for Tom Francis. Rob Evans supports one prop on another. The third front row member, Ken Owens. Moriarty drives it up. Through the forwards again, through Evans.
On your feet now.
Webb, as Wales suddenly go from left to right. Looks up.
Use it!
It's Jake Ball again. Bigger, short to Liam Williams. Owens, the hooker. Rob Evans, Rory Best with the tackle. Ireland double up to stop any further progress. Bigger. Has it gone forward? It has. Excellent Ireland defence.
Yeah, some absolutely massive hits there from Ireland, but Wales, some really good play from Wales there. They held the ball, they kept going at them, they made lots of yards. Eventually Ireland forced the error. Big moment to see Sean O'Brien.
I think it's just ferocious, Paul. You can hear the hits and the gas.
You can hear them, yeah.
The gas from the crowd. But the one good thing as a Welshman, to see the ball in George North's hand, you know, he's looking hungry, ball in hand, he looks so dangerous.
Johnny Sexton finds touch.
Line's yours, okay, fellas.
And it has been a breathless start. And a lot of that breath has just been knocked out of the players' hands. Jonathan Davis, in fact, that was a sort of non-contact situation. But for the main, it's been about this.
Line speed of both sides, you know, are fantastic at the moment.
Ireland off the top. Henshaw. Zebo high to Keith Earls, puts him in an awkward position. Earls had no option but to kick. George North wants the ball from Halfpenny and receives it. Good line speed from even Devon Toner. Scott Williams to his centre partner Jonathan Davis. Gets the pass off the ground to Justin Tipperick. Williams again. Bigger. Dares to pass one. Zebo has it. Skips out of the tackle of Rob Evans. Puts the kick in. Bigger. Heads back. 22. And it's a 22 dropout.
That's very, very well played by Dan Bigger. It's not the position you want to be in. Is it going to roll dead? Isn't it? There's an Irish player following you. Just watch him. He just watches. He goes to ground. Just kind of cajoles the ball over the line. That's very, very good play.
Yeah, it was. I thought it was the perfectly weighted kick.
There he is. He just waits. Brilliant play. Brilliant play. Dangerous, but brilliant.
Cool nerves. Oh,
absolutely great play.
And here he is back on his feet, sending it long down over the halfway line. Keith Earls waits. Sexton sends it high up into the layer of smoke.
Contest lock on.
It's gone loose from Dan Bigger. CJ Stander. Scott Williams can't stop him. CJ Stander will not be stopped. Ireland 5 metres from the Welsh line.
Advantage came late.
It's a penalty advantage to Ireland. Rob Kearney.
It's your penalty, Connor.
Back to Sexton. Penalty advantage still being played. It's out of play. Ireland
No
with
advantage. There was a ruck and then your hand came.
no advantage. Penalty kick.
I think he's very lucky that this could be a yellow. It could have been a yellow card. They haven't looked at it. That is in the red zone. They want in quick ball, but what a run by this guy, Paul.
Yeah, we're just getting used to it every single week now from him. Here we have Ireland again going to the corner. Every time now they seem to back themselves to score from 5 metres out. It'll be interesting to see. We lost one here early in the game here 2 years ago, and we lost in the Millennium Stadium. Be interesting to see if Ireland can pull it off.
Jack McGrath and Rory Best confer. Check the signal. It's gone wrong. Ross Moriarty comes away with it and has a charge at Jonathan Sexton. So that is not what Ireland's outside half wanted. Wales can clear their lines.
Bring them on.
Ooh, not Dan Biggar's best, but it's going to bounce, and this could go anywhere. Warburton arrives first.
Don't go in there, just stay there, mate.
Ireland do well to get the ball away, and Rory Best, well, just for a moment there was an overlap outside him. The hooker couldn't quite get the pass away. McGrath. Jamie Heaslett. Sexton again goes high towards the posts, trying to land it in front of them under the bar. It's gone dead. That'll be a scrum back.
Big moment there, 5 metre drive, and Alan Wynne gets up and steals it. Fair play to him, outstanding play. You know, when you're 5 metres out, it's a very tough place to defend. If you can turn that ball over, it's such a big moment, it's such a big relief. And here we have a scrum to Wales now on the 40 metre line.
Just thinking of Wales in Scotland, kicked for the corner, nothing came of it, and here it goes wrong. Alan Wynne-Jones.
Exactly, the skipper. We as I said, on the opposite end of the field 2 years ago, Sam Warburton stole one off us. It was such a big moment in the game.
You have to put a check on this Irish line speed. You have to turn them by a chip or a grabber kick, because it is causing huge problems for the Welsh attack. The line speed is so good, like the umbrella defence.
So we'll get enough, we'll get enough. No, use it, use it.
Wales make a bit of ground at the scrum, and they could have numbers here. Scott Williams, Jonathan Davis slightly behind him, but the ball comes to Liam Williams. It's well read by Johnny Sexton, and he stayed down long enough to prevent the tackle being made and for reinforcements to arrive.
Just hold, hold.
Toner brought down by Warburton. Sexton stays down. Murray has to clear. Biggar, will he take it quickly? He won't. Johnny Sexton will have time to get himself sorted.
Well, he's had a couple of big tackles. You know, I saw the whites of Sam Warburton's eyes light up when he saw he had a chance to smash Sexton earlier. Then he had to catch a high ball. He got hit as well. And this again, he goes to ground. I think he copped one on the eye. Look at his left eye. I think it's going to swell up. Look.
Oh, we didn't see a touch.
Left knee, caught the left knee of Jonathan Davis. Just watch. I don't know what he did.
Well, it's a very undignified place for an outside half.
Yeah, you got to try and avoid those places at a standoff. You know,
yeah, he just seems to be in the wars every game. You know,
Don't go around the back.
it's not something Ireland need. You know, in a big game like this, you want that experienced man on the field.
And Paddy Jackson will come on because Johnny Sexton will have to go off for the head injury assessment.
I'm sure he'll be okay. So he's had a huge influence on the game so far. The variety of his play, you know, he's asking a lot of questions of the Welsh defence, but they're coping admirably at the moment.
Got potential foul play. Okay. I don't know what I'm looking at, so just point us in the right direction.
Jérôme Garcès,
Just looking
the
far
touch
into the
judge.
field. Footage coming up now.
Ben Skeen is the
You're just
television match
looking
official.
at a potential.
What am I looking at?
So here it comes now, Barnsley.
That is nothing.
It's Barnsley. It's accidental.
Yeah, I totally agree.
It's accidental, but contact has been made.
I'll make, he's
It's sort of the name of the game, really.
he's just running to the ball.
I've heard Wayne Barnes describe this as a rugby collision. I don't think there's anything in it.
Yeah, it's not a tackle, mate. They're just running for the ball. Thanks for putting it up on the screen, but we're just going to carry on with that, okay? Thanks, mate.
He's come all the way from New Zealand. He wants to be here on television, doesn't he? So, just...
No.
1 second, just hold it.
Always worth a check. Jonathan Davis, relieved that it didn't go against him.
Just 1 second. Okay, I'll deal with him. You just stay there. Are we all set? 6 man. Watch on.
Off we go again. Ken Owens throws. Sam Warburton wins the line out. Ross Moriarty to Rhys Webb. And it's worked because Scott Williams is through. Webb in support. Long pass to Lee Halfpenny. Halfpenny to George North. North is back with a vengeance.
It's like they've listened to Jeremy Guscott's pre-match analysis, because off the break, Rhys Webb was right up the field. He was just beside Scott Williams just as he made the break and was able to make. Here he is. That's exactly what Jeremy Guscott was chatting about before the game. Fantastic pass, absolutely fantastic pass, and a great finish from North.
Again, this is what you want to see. What the finish! That is a brilliant finish. But what I'm so happy to see, great support play into passing. That's brilliant vision. These are the support runners they've lacked in past games. What the finish! What the finish on George North.
And what does it mean to the wing to be back in that fashion?
Joe Smith spoke during the week about George North. You have a world-class player. That doesn't play well or isn't playing well, do you assume that he's not going to play well again? Probably not. I think he's a fantastic player, and this was the worry for Ireland all the time. Welsh players, really world-class players, being harshly criticised all week. They're always going to respond.
Set-piece play, but one of the tries of the championship so far, and it's been a good championship. All the way through there have been talking points, intrigue, drama. Lee Halfpenny misses the conversion. Wales, though, are in the lead. 5 points to 3.
It's one of his great skills. Just watch how late he delivers the pass. Rhys Webb gives the pass late, runs the support line, has the vision to go wide. And that's what's been lacking, the support play. But that had some finishing to do with. What the finish.
That's very well taken by Rob Kearney. Wales didn't get their leap and their boost quite right. Ireland up to the 22 through Demtona. Forced back. Paddy Jackson, and it's gone forward. Sam Warburton comes away with the ball for Wales. Scott Williams to Lee Halfpenny, and Halfpenny says, let's get downfield, but it's only as far as Rob Kearney, who, rare for the Irish fullback, doesn't catch it at the first attempt.
Contact.
Does at the second. Again, it's Bigger who has to scamper back and manufacture a difficult kick.
That's a
a very good kick, because there's nobody at home. That is a fantastic kick by Dan Bigger.
You have to say that Ireland are winning the aerial battle at the moment. Any kicks that go up there, and coaches think that it's so important. But definitely getting the better of the high kicking game.
Warren Gatland, an onlooker, purely in a Lions capacity, of course. Rory Best with a few bruises from the fray. Safely won by Donnacha Ryan.
Yeah, go on.
Good drive from Ireland. The first little time they've varied their tactic. Take on Wales up front.
Can't see any red players there, fellas.
Conor Murray goes back to the aerial game. North comes forward for it. Crossing in front of the catcher. Penalty Ireland, so the aerial game continues to go Ireland's way.
It's one thing you have to do.
May have caused the knock-on.
It's one thing you have to do when you play Wales over here early on. They're pumped up. They're obviously coached by Sean Edwards. You know you're going to meet the line speed. So very often you take out their opportunities away for line speed by kicking, and you'll see a lot of kicking early on in the game, I reckon. Yeah,
let's just see the obstruction. Just see. There we are. You know, Rhys Webb just backs in, and that's a penalty. And that's a silly play because it's two. They dropped, didn't take the kick off, put them under pressure, and now another penalty. So look, just look where the Irish lineout is now.
Super kick to the corner as well. A good long kick.
Devon Toner sets up the maul. No challenge from Wales this time. They'll have some counter driving to do to stop this Irish maul. CJ Stander has his hands on it.
Advantage.
Penalty advantage. Ireland 5 metres short. 2 metres short. Conor Murray waits.
Hands away.
1 metre short now, right in the corner. Is there room? Murray looks at all the options. Goes through CJ Stander, who is just about hauled back. Toner. Murray again, so dangerous from short range. Tipperick tackles Rory Best. Ireland back to 5 metres away from the Welsh goal line. Jamie Heaslip driven back by Biggar and Sam Warburton. No advantage. Penalty Ireland.
Interesting call here, Paul. What do you do?
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Look, see where it is. I think from there you're probably going to go from the corner. I reckon they will definitely go from the corner based on the form of the look. I mean, there's no hesitation based on the form of the last few months. But this comes from a clumsy penalty by Rhys Webb, and this is what we spoke about before the game: is Wales giving teams a leg up with silly bits of play. They've had some amazing play, but that is just really clumsy. And here they are again now, 5 metres from their line.
Toner again sets up the driving maul.
Not aside, and that's once.
CJ Stander against Tipperick. Another penalty against Tipperick.
Clearly come off the ball, please.
Yeah. You know, he's got to release the ball, hasn't he, when he's tackled him.
Yeah, that's 2, mate.
Yeah, they're going for the post.
Just a little
3 points.
Caution wins the day, and Ireland are going for the posts.
It's an easier kick as well. You know, it's a difficult kick from what it was. So it's an easy kick. You take the 3 points, you just, you know, put your nose in front. They've got to release there, haven't they? Got to release the tackle. At least the boy didn't do it.
Paddy Jackson, well, he can't miss at the moment. I would not wish to put the curse on him. 13 out of his last 13. 14 out of 14. Ireland take the lead at the Principality Stadium. Wales 5, Ireland 6.
Sexton is back on as well.
6-1 here on the penalty count. You know, I think Wales are playing really, really well, but it's very hard to compete when you give yourself a hill to climb like that.
Paddy Jackson off, Johnny Sexton back on. Who this time? It's again Simon Zebo who waits. Conor Murray.
thing there, you know, you see that the two men waiting in the lift, and then Zebo must be about 30 about. Wouldn't you drop it in between those, Paul? You know, just drop it behind, you know, the guy waiting to catch the ball, because he's in the 22. It's an easy clearance for Conor Murray.
Ken Owens double checks, finds Tipperick. Bigger again, it's another interception. Johnny Sexton is reading the Welsh plays, but Jake Ball
Chance.
comes away with it. Scott Williams, it's another interception by Keith Earls. So Wales are playing a flat game, but it's a dangerous game, and Ireland are picking them off.
Johnny Sexton, serious line speed. It'd be interesting to see if he was onside and exchanging a bit of verbals then as well with Alan Wynne-Jones.
Yeah, change about January.
Thing is, if you see someone running out to the line, right, you've got to try and get inside of Johnny Sexton there. If he's coming out to cut you in, you've got to either give an inside ball, an early pass and an inside ball. But you can see what the Irish are doing. They're just running up and just making nuisance of themselves in the line.
They're suffocating them for space, and that's why at this stage of the game against line speed teams, sometimes you've got to kick the ball a little bit more. You've got to wait till the running has gone out of their legs a little bit before you spread them.
Set.
Ross Moriarty from a steady scrum feeds Webb. Bigger again, prepared to go through hands. Scott Williams takes it up.
Good work.
Liam Williams at scrum half. Alan Wynne-Jones. Moriarty. Tom Francis. Jake Ball. Wales going the full width of the pitch. Webb. Jonathan Davis. A little bit of progress now, but it's slowed up by Ireland. Alan Wynne-Jones. Bigger to Tipperick.
Tackle!
Bigger, hard and flat to George North.
No touch tonight.
Conor Murray is down. It looks to be his wrist he's clutching. Wales in possession. Bigger back for the kick. Here is the change of tactic. Lee Halfpenny sets off against Zebo. Halfpenny gets a hand on it.
Just lost forward. No, he's behind the ball.
Off a green hand. Wales will have to put in at the scrum.
Doesn't look good for Conor Murray here. Big collision with George North, and this is something we see from him a lot more since Andy Farrell has taken over the defensive coaching with Ireland. Here it is. It's a big collision. Hard to see what happened there now, but we see him in the defensive line, particularly out wider, a lot more since Andy Farrell has taken over with Ireland, and he's very good at it. He reads the game really well. Very good low chop tackler. That could be a bad injury for a lot of teams, not just Ireland. It could be for Munster, for the Lions as well.
The thing is, George North's got good feet, you know, and he's just got his head in the wrong side there, and he's caught the hip, and he's just all his body angle was in the wrong, was wrong, so he's just caught a shot on the arm. But on one thing, it's so good to see him wanting the ball on the Irish defence. Johnny Sexton is sprinting out of the line now. He's kind of the arrowhead, and the Wolves have got to work this out. You've got to give it a flat ball and face him, and then you've got to put an inside ball and an outside ball, because if he shoots out to the line, that's where the two gaps are.
It's one of the themes of this Six Nations, about a puzzle posed and then asking the question, find your way out of this one. Italy against England, and now how did Wales escape from the intercepted pass situation? This is Wales at their best. George North scoring the try, but 3 times they've been intercepted.
Yeah, and that's what you need, I suppose. You need problem solvers on the pitch that can pull the guys in during a break like this and give them the information that Jonathan Davies gave us. The big thing is to get a man off the shoulder of Dan Bigger, that he doesn't have to throw the long pass. He can throw the nice short tight pass if he needs to.
Colin Jarvis, former Wales captain. There he is. Evening, Colin. Conor Murray, his bicep seems to be okay for the moment.
Okay, let's keep these the same. Watch on, please. Crouch. Bind. Set. Stay close. Use it!
Good scrummage for Wales. George North gets over the advantage line. Ross Moriarty gets a little further over the advantage line. Bigger. No pass from the outside half. Goes through the legs of big, tall Devon Toner. Rob Evans. On to the Irish 22. Webb has a little look himself. Feeds Jake Ball a metre into the Irish 22. There for Webb. Bigger. The pass to Warburton.
Tackle!
Bigger on his own. Heasley over the ball, but it's there for Webb. Scott Williams. Conor Murray can't drag him down.
Definitely cutting his left arm, isn't Conor Murray at the moment?
It looks like it. Webb. Long gets away with it to Tipperick. But Wales now a yard back from the 22. Patient though as Webb and Tipperick find a way into the 22. Forward pass. Oh, Wayne Barnes, very well placed.
Just to see how important Johnny Sexton is to this team. You know, he's just barely back on the pitch and he's leading the line speed again. You know, making an awful lot of tackles. You know, he's obviously a fantastic attacking player, kicks well, directs the team around the pitch, but he's a big leader defensively as well.
Yeah, the pass, Rhys Webb to Liam Williams, forward.
Yeah, Sexton's made 6 tackles already. You know, 7 is the top
on that ball too. Okay.
tackler for Ireland. So, but you know, that's good for Wales because if he's tackling, he gets tired. He's less effective in attack. So,
absolutely.
And he's taken a blow, and he's been off. Conor Murray's taken a blow. It's always nice to have your halfbacks on the opposite side, a bit beaten up. Good Irish scrum. Solid. Murray can wait.
That's just a wheel. There's nothing illegal, mate. That's just all turning, but it came up just before 90. There was no go forward. It just turned on its axis. Same ball.
I think that's the first scrum we haven't played from. It's great to see scrums not going down. Really solid scrums and teams being able to play and have a go off the scrum.
Rory Best with the white scrum cap. Ken Owens opposite him. Rob Evans wears one. Tag Furlong, one of the breakthrough players of the Irish game, of the European game.
Bind. Set.
Murray feeds. And drive it well through Robbie Henshaw out of their 22. CJ Standard. Oh. No progress for the flanker.
Okay,
Sexton
no more now.
says enough now. Let's clear with a kick. Oof. Good pressure from Scott Williams. My, that's gone high. Halfpenny comes forward for it, but Rob Kearney beats him to it and then is put down by Liam Williams. There for Devon Toner Keith Hills with very little room in which to work, but he dances his way infield 15 metres. Oh, a mistake. That was bound to happen. Tag Furlong, breakthrough player, drops the ball. Thanks, Tag.
I just didn't see that at all.
Commentators curse again. But the ball has to be wet. We've seen quite a few drop balls. At the same time, here it is, Tag. Very, very unlike him. At the same time, Rob Kearney has been sensational in the air. I suppose all the chat from Alliance context in the full-back position is all about Stuart Hogg at the moment, but he is absolutely world-class in the air, Rob Kearney. It's amazing.
Another great battle, you know, two standout players so far in the competition. You've got Warburton and CJ Stander. They are really giving it everything against each other.
So if you can hold it, I'll talk to them as well, all right? I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan?
It looks as if Conor Murray, Paul, is not that comfortable.
Yeah, he's negotiating now. He's negotiating with the doctor and the physio.
Yeah, well, I can hold them 5 if you stay.
Yeah.
All right?
They don't want him going off today. You know, they've got less than 5 minutes to half time to see if he can just stay on and assess him at half time.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, let's keep these working. Just to the left then, Rory. Thanks, mate. Have a scrum.
Put in for Wales. Good position. Plenty of room on both sides. The left-hand side of the field, our near side is empty. Liam Williams is standing directly behind the scrum. Rhys Webb feeds. Ross Moriarty digs it out. Here is Liam Williams. It's a one-on-one against Keith Furlonger. Keith Earls. Liam Williams has made good ground into the Irish 22. Webb looks up.
11 is pulling
It's
in
through
8.
the forwards. It's through Jake
No
Paul.
penalty whatsoever.
The other second row. And when Jones nearly squirmed out of the tackle. Bigger. There is the change of direction. Scott Williams. Webb short to Tipperick. Gets the pass away. Moriarty. Jake Ball again. Good Irish defence. Stops the lock in his tracks. Justin Tipperick. Wales keeping it tight. There's not many options of width.
This is where
Ken Owens.
the vision's got to beat it on a corner.
Warburton. Jake Ball. No knock on.
Advantage.
It is a penalty for Wales at last. And it is the kick by Webb to Halfpenny. Jonathan Davis a foot short. Advantage again. Yellow card.
No, clearly killed the ball on the line. Clearly killed the ball on the line. Clearly killed the ball on the line.
Johnny Sexton is going into the bin. Clearly killing the ball on the line. Liam Williams gives him a pat as he
there's one here or there's one in the middle of the post. You can take which one you want.
heads for the bin. Wayne Barnes give Wales the option. Penalty in the corner.
One here,
or in front of the post. They're taking the one in front of the posts.
If I was the kicker, I think I'd take the same option. But you know, a clever option by Rhys Webb. But you just look at 9 and 10 of Ireland. They are looking battered. They put so many tackles in. They are looking for the half time. He's off for 10 minutes. Conor O'Shea will have to be looked at. So it's a patch-up job for the Irish medical team. So it's been such a physical encounter.
Conor Murray, you're getting as bad as me with names, Jonathan.
Conor Murray, sorry, yeah.
I'm surprised that Wales didn't try and get the ball wider. They hadn't identified that Conor Murray was struggling, and I thought they would have tried to get it wide and ran at him. And that is the kind of thing that the Kiwis are very good at doing, identifying injured players and running at them. He's getting treatment here again now, and I really think if Wales had managed to get out and had Scott Williams running at him or Jonathan Davis running, he wouldn't have been able to make the tackle.
As it is, Lee Halfpenny lands the penalty and Wales take the lead. Oh, it's been an exhilarating half. It's had a bit of everything. It's had this very near try. Jonathan Davis so close to the line. Now Johnny Sexton on the ground. And he's caught there.
What?
And again, it's no place for an outside half to be, really.
He cannot get out of there.
No.
Look, there's no way he can get out. And in fairness, we've heard Wayne Barnes saying a few times, you're holding him in, and he hasn't penalised guys, but I don't see how he can get out of there.
Tough call.
It means that Simon Zebo has to take the restart straight down the middle. Dan Biggar waits. 1 minute and a second to go before the half-time break. Zebo back. Murray is not comfortable. He passed that and his left arm was left hanging by its side, and again Henshaw held up. Jack McGrath actually does very well from an unpromising start to make some ground. CJ Stander is very good at making ground from unpromising starts. And Sean O'Brien. Zebo again, Henshaw, tackled by Moriarty. It's easier for Murray to pass that way. Keith Earls breaks the tackle of Rhys Webb. Ryan, Jake Ball trying to get over the ball. It's still there for Ireland. They are very tight now in their attack. They take it up through McGrath. Henshaw again. Heaslip knocks it on, comes loose, bounces away from Rob Kearney. Knock on, half-time. Well, there haven't been that many points, but it's been full of just about everything you want from a Friday night game in the Six Nations. At half-time, Wales 8, Ireland 6.
I think that the English
and Johnny
Webb for Scott Williams.
Roberts, Charteris, you need.
Wayne Barnes blows for the start of the second half. Wales with a 2-point lead. Simon Zebo finds George North with the kickoff.
Inside.
Moriarty. The angle is
Inside.
improved for Dan Biggar, should he choose to clear now.
Forwards wait.
Zebo. Sean O'Brien. Devon Toner. Driven back. Justin Tipperick, the first tackler.
Okay, now off your feet. Good work.
Jamie Heaslip. Alan Wynne-Jones tries
Tackle
to
now.
hold him up. Tackled, cries Wayne Barnes. Jack McGrath, the prop. Keith Earls. Rhys Webb stayed with him, but it needed Ken Owens to make the secondary tackle. CJ Stander. Furlong. Haven't seen much of Gary Ringrose. There he was. Zebo, tackled by Jonathan Davis. The flip inside to CJ Stander, but Alan Wynne-Jones saw him coming. There's the strength of Stander, though. Sean O'Brien. Henshaw. There's the strength of Robbie Henshaw. McGrath. Patient by Ireland. CJ Stander. Held up, Tipperick and Warburton. Rob Kearney, the fullback. Donnacha Ryan. Sean O'Brien's gone loose. Scott Williams got a boot to it. Rhys Webb. George North takes the little pass from Webb. Tipperick arrives, pops it up. Webb for Scott Williams to chase. Conor Murray has to turn. Lee Halfpenny in hot pursuit. Murray tackled so close to the line, just about finds touch. So Murray did very well there, but what a clever kick that was.
Clever kick. You had to say, before that kind of loose pass, Ireland were playing very clever football. We do forget that Sexton's off the pitch, so they were a man short. But at one mistake, they ran out of patience, poor execution, and now they're right under the caution, their own 5 metres.
Big moment here, 5 metre drive.
Ken Owens prepares to throw 5 metres from the Irish line. Alan Wynne-Jones. And the ball is on. Alan Wynne-Jones with the ball. It's there. North for a second try.
These are such massive moments in the game. Ireland had 2 cracks in the first half. Wales stole one of their lineouts, defended the next one. Wales get their first crack at a 5 metre drive here, and in fairness, they scored really comfortably. The line-out move was set up. Here it is. It's set up so well. It looks so tight that the Irish have to commit numbers. They're down a man, and that man, they make that man tell.
It's communication, isn't it? It's great communication. Rhys Webb has the vision that there's nobody on the short side. He sucks Zebo in and he scores. And as Paul said about Wales, you know, releasing pressure, making a mistake. Ireland were in control of the ball, the one loose pass. Wales capitalise on it. Great kick and chase. And again, this man has really stamped his mark on the game. So has Rhys Webb.
I can't believe Ireland didn't keep a forward on the short side there. Generally, you need one forward on the short side with your winger or with your 9. It's really disappointing defence.
It's very difficult, Paul, when you know they're going for the try line. The forwards have got to go in, or the wingers got to go in.
Lee Halfpenny to add the 2 points. Holds its line. Wales extend their lead. 15 points to 6. They have found scoring very difficult in their last 2 games. Not here tonight. George North, well, if he plays like this, he's probably guaranteed himself a public flogging every game.
What a way to respond, isn't it?
It's a big hill to climb now for Ireland. Big hill. They need to get the next score.
Change at scrum half. Kieran Marmion comes on, and Conor Murray's evening is over. So it gets no easier for Ireland. Zebo again to the try scorer, the double try scorer. Dan Biggar keeps it in field. Back to Zebo. There's the first touch for Kieran Marmion of Connacht. It's gone loose again. It's still loose. Wales have it. Francis picks up numbers for Wales. Liam Williams in hot pursuit against Robbie Henshaw. Henshaw back. Williams waits. Has to show patience. Henshaw does well. Very well. That close to his own goal line. Sean O'Brien plays a little bit of football. Stays calm too. Zebo. It's a good clearance, but it leaves Wales in an attacking position still.
Clumsy turnovers from Ireland. Here we see it again. Actually, Tipuric gets his hands in on the ball well and then kicks it, but clumsy turnovers. And Wales are exploiting it really well. We spoke about Ireland's kicking game in the first half. 2 fantastic kicks, one that led to the try. This one here that put Robbie Henshaw under pressure. In fairness, Ireland did well to exit.
Hold on. Are you in or out?
They need him back, don't they? But it's very uncharacteristic of Ireland, isn't it? You know, 2 mistakes and then they put themselves under pressure.
They're still down to 14 as Wales throw, and Tipuric wins, and Webb sees a gap. Ken Owens carries on.
No, he's pulled back in by Red.
No penalty there. Alan Wynne-Jones takes it on. Sam Warburton. Webb. Biggar. Jonathan Davis on the short ball. Webb again. Jake Ball. Rory Best is over the ball. He's off his feet.
Now release now. No hand shot.
It's been slowed up by Best and Sean O'Brien. Scott Williams to Alan Wynne-Jones. Tipperick to Bigger. Warburton. Webb sizes up his opportunities, plays it short to Moriarty.
He's in the pocket.
Jake Ball, Dan Bigger, hanging back. Now he comes up. It's to Ken Owens on that left-hand side, who's hurled back. So Rob Evans has a go. Stays in field. Warburton again. Ringrose. The line speed led by the centre. Alan Wynne-Jones.
On your feet now, Jamie.
Webb to Bigger. To Scott Williams. Scott Williams cuts inside one. Tackled well by Furlong. Webb again. Rob Evans to Liam Williams, tackled by the other number 11, Zebo. 11 on 11. 1 to 8. It's Moriarty into touch. Good defence by Ireland.
Just went the wrong way one too many times, you know, too close to the line out, and that was an opportunity. Now Sexton comes on. Bigger tried to drop in the pocket.
Very different Welsh team this week to last week. They're probably mixing the best of their old game with their new game. They're willing to go really hard and really straight as well. And they're holding onto the ball and taking Ireland through lots and lots of phases. It's tiring, it's exhausting. And Wales look to be growing in confidence as it goes on. Good defence by Marmion on the edge to get the big man out.
You can see the line speed has slowed down. It's been, you know, such a high tempo game. It had to give, and it's given very early, I feel, on the 50 minutes.
Watch on.
The good news for Ireland, as well as their defensive effort, is that Johnny Sexton is back on the field, back to 15. But in this defensive mode, Jamie Heaslip wins the line out. Wales try to exert some driving pressure on the clearing operation.
He collapsed it.
Ireland earn themselves a penalty.
It's going to be frustrating, Paul. You know, you've got them in their own 22 and they give a simple penalty to clear the lines.
Absolutely, though.
Yeah, but your players are shouting at me, so I thought I'd give it.
Ireland just want to maul that for a few metres and kick it out. It's Wales' line out then on the 30, provided they don't infringe. Now we're looking at a kick here from Sexton up beyond 40. Here it is, halfway line. Ireland's line out and they're on the attack. It's a really bad bit of play here, I think. I don't know who takes it down. It's hard. Jake Ball, I think, takes it down. Clumsy play.
Sean Edwards, I think. Sean Edwards says it all. Silly error.
Rory Best to throw on the halfway line. Toner down to Marmion. Ringrose, and it's a long pass to Keith Earls. Earls up to Wales's 10-metre line and beyond it. Heaslip. CJ Stander. Sam Warburton has been sort of man-to-man marking him all evening. Zebo comes in off his wing. Marmion waits. Sexton. Rob Kearney. Rhys Webb with the tackle. Stander this time passes. Sexton in possession. Zebo. Rory Best out in the wide channels. Sexton looking to break things up. CJ Stander.
Tackle!
Doesn't find Warburton in his path this time. but he's still brought down. Sexton, Zebo, Ringrose, Ryan, and it opens up for the big second row. And suddenly Ireland have momentum, have good territory. McGrath, Sexton delays the pass to Heaslip. Scott Williams is there.
That's no tackle.
Marmion through the forwards. Ken Owens has to release it. Ireland still in possession. Sean O'Brien, Marmion, Heaslip, Jake Ball and Tipperick with the tackles. Here's Rory Best, tackled by his opposite number, Ken Owens. Sexton, Henshaw, Carney, North in with a tackle. Stander. Rob Evans delayed the release. McGrath. Good positive pressure from Ireland. Sean O'Brien. First chance to get a bit of speed up. Rory Best hangs onto the ball brilliantly in the end. Sexton with another delayed pass. Zebo can't get away from Jonathan Davis. Heaslip. McGrath. O'Brien again. Right in front of the Welsh posts. Stander.
No, you step back.
Marmion. Donnacha Ryan, whose run started it all.
Now off your feet, Portugal.
Sexton. Loose. Brilliantly picked up by number 8, Heaslip. Jonathan Davis tackles him. And Wales turn it over. Knock on. No penalty.
Okay, after a run.
Yes,
It is a penalty. Spotted by the touch judge on that far side.
Absolutely exhausting phase of play there. And up until that penalty, I thought it was incredible defence by Wales. To go through those phases, hold them out, not give away a penalty is absolutely fantastic play. And now we're back to 5-metre drives again. My favourite part of the game, Jiffy. What do you think?
It's a great defence, but I have to say, Johnny Sexton, how he manages the whole Irish backline, his choice of pass is brilliant. He makes a significant difference to this side.
Toner.
Tackle is good, tackle is fair.
And it's play on so far. It's there for Marmion. Sean O'Brien. Sam Warburton tries to grab the ball. Ringrose. High tackle. So an accidental high tackle. The penalty is still given. It's still a high tackle, says Wayne Barnes.
They'll have to go.
Go for goal. I'll speak to you in a second. Go for goal.
Sam Warburton is getting through some amount of work, some amount of high quality work. He's a nuisance at the breakdown, but he's made some phenomenal hits as well.
I know, you gave away 2 in the first
It's such a tiring game, you know. Substitutions are going to be very, very interesting once again on both sides. But just watch his tackle. Yeah, he goes high, he's going down. I tell you what, it's such great defence because they have so many dummy runners, Ireland. It holds the defence, so once they get narrow the defence, they have the ability to go wide. It's great attack against a great defence.
Dan Biggar protests, the crowd protests, but given the current interpretation, that is still a penalty. Johnny Sexton, the bruise around his left eye. He's been off for treatment, he's been off in the bin, but he's back, masterminding the Irish comeback. 15 points to 9.
They were 2 scores. They needed 2 scores. That's, you know, the option they needed to take.
Dan Biggar ready to take the restart. Thought about taking it quickly, but has...
I'd be dropping one of these kickoffs down on Ringrose or Henshaw. They can't be as good as a back row or a second row at that skill.
It's Zebo again who is the target. Maybe Wales. Oh, good follow-up tackle by George North. What a different North this is this evening. An Irish boot is kicked back towards the Irish line. It's Simon Zebo's. Ireland get quite intricate in their 22. Liam Williams read it well. And here comes Keith Earls. He's been as elusive as anybody. Ireland have to put a hoof to it. Dan Biggar claims it on halfway. Long to Scott Williams. Scott Moriarty to Rob Evans. Wales still trying the long passes. Jonathan Davis. Liam Williams still going. Webb to Rob Evans. Quick off the mark. The Welsh loosehead prop. Moriarty. Powerful, but the tackling resolute. Webb switches back to Davis. Jake Ball. Ross Moriarty. Presentation, there it is. Alan Jones. Where is Dan Biggar? He's back for the drop kick. Off the post. Rob Kearney has time back there.
It's the right option. You know, it's putting them 2 scores ahead. He'll be disappointed he hasn't nailed that, Dan. He'll be disappointed. That's a routine drop kick for him. He set it up. It's a lovely pass by Rob Evans. They get on the outside, and as Paul said, they don't panic now. They don't look for the miracle pass. They go to ground. They keep possession.
Cian Healy is on as replacement loosehead for Jack McGrath. Rhys Webb is receiving attention. Jack McGrath's day is done.
Bench is obviously going to be very important now. Cian Healy is a great guy to be bringing off the bench. He'll be mad to carry ball. Big, powerful, hungry ball carrier. Henderson is there as well on the Irish bench. Peter O'Mahony is there in the Irish bench. So, big impact.
A little dink forward. Toner can't claim it. Comes to Tipuric instead. Tries to find Alan Jones.
You're on the floor. You're on the floor.
Pass off the floor, says referee Wayne Barnes. Perhaps he didn't play it immediately.
7 on the floor is out of the game. He can't play the ball.
It's fairly obvious.
Yeah.
Crowd are having none of it, though.
No. You're on the floor, you're out of the game.
Tony Sexton tries to impose a little calm on proceedings.
Came to you and you're on the floor. That's a penalty, mate.
Justin Tipuric is now on the ground and is out of the game.
It's amazing how Tipuric, he just sees things happen quicker than everyone else. He reads the game so well.
Alan Jones pinches it from Devon Toner. Ross Moriarty finishes the stealing job. It's an advantage being played. And here goes the slightly irked Welsh captain for the penalty given against Justin Tipuric. Rhys Webb will test Simon Zebo. Here comes Zebo against Dan Biggar. It's come back from Robbie Henshaw to Sexton. Ringrose. Justin Tipuric pulled him down in the end.
Narrow defence.
Cian Healy with his first touch. Stander, Henshaw, Zebo, Ken Owens and George North. close in on Zebo. Kieran Marmion. Francis on Healy with the tackle. Johnny Sexton, one player who can stand in a sea of crushing movement. O'Brien. Rob Kearney. Furlong.
Good tackle.
Sexton. A tester for Lee Halfpenny. Robbie Henshaw comes up.
Back off Red.
Tam Warburton fell on the loose
Off your
ball
feet now, Jamie.
and safely puts it back on the well side for Rhys Webb.
Get out.
Dan Biggar back in position, but Wales want to manage their way into a better position. Webb will kick himself and finds touch.
Mate, I don't want to penalise it, but if he's on the ground, no, if Jamie's on his feet initially, as soon as there's contact over him, yeah, so just don't run that risk.
Little conversation there between Sean O'Brien and Wayne Barnes.
Ireland-Italy conversation going on there, but it's interesting to see Wales put that ball off the park in comparison to where they were in the England game. They obviously now, where are we on the clock? We're at 62 minutes, and there's been a small bit of a shift. It's very rare in the past you would see Wales put that ball off the park. They back their fitness, they want to keep the ball in play.
Ian Henderson has come on into the second row in the place of Devin Toner, and Wales make a change too in the second row. Jake Ball gives way for Luke Charteris.
I think Henderson is a very good ball carrier. He plays back row as well, and as the game gets more and more into the tired zone, he's going to have an impact. Henderson in loose play.
Wales steal another line-out ball. Tipperick, Biggar, Scott Williams. Wales still going long. Liam Williams on the far side. Liam Williams puts a boot to it, but it finds only Rob Kearney. Kearney held up. Kearney does well to deliver that. Keith Earls bundled into touch, but Earls dangerous again.
What a pass though. Johnny Sexton again. Keith Earls is very, very dangerous.
Yeah.
But I think Wales panicked. Ireland will worry about the line out, but Wales panicked a little bit there, rushed everything.
Well, this is the sort of little moral victory for Wales. There's the line-out steal by Luke Charteris. Ken Owens playing scrum half. Charteris off for Ireland is CJ Stander. That is my little interpretation of a moral triumph to see Ireland's leading charge a go, Paul.
Who's that?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. Charteris is on, and if you're protecting a lead, he's a great player. Brilliant ball defender, excellent line-out defender, and his work rate is phenomenal.
Tipperick wins the line-out ball.
Once.
Rhys Webb takes over from Ken Owens. Beautifully taken by Dan Biggar. And the pass. And Scott Williams. Jonathan Davis. Long to Lee Halfpenny. Halfpenny can't quite free his hands to get the ball to George North, but North goes in. A busy night for George North. Tom Francis takes the pass well.
No, hands away too.
Webb to Biggar. Biggar takes the contact.
Ball's clearly available.
Scott Williams held up for the moment.
Yeah. That's
The old choke tackle, and Ireland have ripped the ball clear. Heaslip. Marmion looks one way and eventually goes the other. Kearney. Henshaw takes a hit, but it's a knock-on advantage to Ireland.
Dangerous.
Keith Earls. Evans makes a good tackle. Donnacha Ryan.
They're going on now. Advantage is over from the knock-on.
No advantage anymore. Cian Healy to Johnny Sexton. The boot forward by Gary Ringrose, and Lee Halfpenny turns and gets back. Halfpenny back on his feet. Good work by the Wales fullback. Sam Warburton goes to scrum half. Luke Charteris. Reese Webb puts more length on it this time. That's a very good kick. It's tight against the touchline, but Carney and Sexton bring it back towards Wales. Again, Lee Halfpenny oh, he's knocked it on. Lee Halfpenny. Sean O'Brien to Sexton. That's probably just a little long. Dan Biggar under pressure from Keith Earls. It's gone loose. Somehow Wales hang on to possession. Lee Halfpenny scrambling for the ball. It's not out of play. Liam Williams waits. Ken Owens so close to his line. Ireland pick him up and drag him backwards. Any clearance will be good now for Wales. Reese Webb. They're still happy to keep it amongst the forwards that close to the goal line. Webb back to Biggar. It's another clearance operation that doesn't go well from that corner of the Principality Stadium. But unlike in the game against England, Wales get away with it and do get the ball into touch.
It's one hell of a test match. You just feel that Wales need that buffer. They need a drop goal or a penalty just to give them a little bit of breathing space. Ireland are throwing everything at them, Paul.
Yeah, some great play by Ireland. That little loop play that we saw in the French game is creating opportunities for them, where they tip on from one forward to another, out the back to Sexton. They've created some really good space in the last few minutes. There's an awful lot of tired bodies from both teams on the pitch, but Ireland look very, very strong now as well. Scott, line out pressure here. I mean, Ireland have struggled it here in the last few minutes.
Scott Williams has gone off. Jamie Roberts has come on. It's just a case of fresh legs. This has been a grueling, exhausting encounter. More changes for Wales. Up front too. Nicky Smith is on. Taulupe Faletau is coming onto the field. A change at scrum half too. Gareth Davis comes on for Reese Webb. Rory Best to throw. Won by Henderson. Heaslip. Marmion to Henshaw. Ireland trying to set up a maul. They have done. Wales have got to be careful not to collapse it. Rory Best in charge. Slips it back. Ian Henderson. Sexton. Ringrose. Furlong. Henderson into the Welsh 22. Peter O'Mahony is on as a replacement. Heaslip. And again through the forwards until Sexton now has it. With two passes, Ireland suddenly go wide. Halfpenny tries to avoid touch and is forced back over the goal line, but touch first. 5 metre line out. Ireland throw.
Super weight on the kick, you know. It is such a good kick, forcing Wales to either play it to the line out or to carry it over the scrum. But see here, it's going to be a line out. Ireland have had a lot of opportunities from this distance and have failed to convert. Wales have been really good defensively from this part of the field.
But a beautiful
6-man.
Beautiful.
Cian Healy and Rory Best give the signal.
Charteris is an intimidating figure there when you're trying to call the line out.
Henderson wins. Charteris very much, well, he's been blocked out by Henderson. Clever play by Ireland. They've stopped Charteris getting near the ball, and on comes the drive from Rory Best. That's not anything, it's still moving. Rory Best edges closer. Help arrives from the outside.
No, I can't allow it. I can't allow it. Rory.
I think it's a penalty to
I'm going to
Wales.
explain, okay? The Moors going forward, lovely, it's then stopped. Number 12's run from a distance, in front of the ball, and made it start going again. That's obstruction, that's a penalty.
Well, that is... I think the forwards will be absolutely crazy because it seemed to be going in the right direction, seemed to be slowly that stopped. Then Henshaw comes in and goes in front of the ball and reignites the drive again. He's disallowed it and given the penalty.
No, I didn't see it like
Paul?
that. I thought you were going quite well. Stop, and then 12 started it.
I think he has a point. I think he has a point. We're seeing it again here, but he has to bind over the guy at the back of the maul. So here he comes. Ooh, it's harsh enough.
Well, he's in from the side.
If he had put an arm over the top of Rory Best as he went into that maul, it would have been. Well, I think it might be a penalty.
Not as a mauling expert, but it does seem to clear the way for Rory to to dive over. So if he gets behind Rory still scores.
I agree.
You cannot believe how gritted Paul O'Connell's teeth were when he said it might be a penalty.
Might be.
Dan Bigger. Well, it is an escape for Wales. Robbie Henshaw, here he comes. There's Rory Best with the ball.
Yeah, you see, if Robbie comes in here and puts his arm over Rory, it's a different story.
Oh yeah, he's in front, isn't he?
On such fine margins.
I still think we would have scored even if he hadn't joined.
Tipperick.
Stay out.
Prosperous source of line-out possession for Wales today, Justin Tipperick. Ian Henderson plays the part of octopus in the maul. Gareth Davis kicks to Zebo. Rob Kearney. Marmion back to Sexton. Ireland back to the aerial game. That should be okay for Lee Halfpenny. Gareth Davis checks. Samson Lee is on. Falatau wears 20. Wrestles, it's there for Gareth Davis. Ireland swoop. Gareth Davis not aware where the ball was, and Ireland have the put in.
Guys on the floor, going forward, bring ball.
I think it's a question now, what's left in the tank of these two sides. Mistakes are creeping in, it could be crucial. As I said, Wales need that kind of little buffer. Momentum is with Ireland.
Yeah, well, whenever there's a break in play here, you look down at the players and you wonder how they're going to play another phase. They look so tired. But then the ball comes into play. It seems the Welsh defence just comes to life. We were talking there about the Irish bench, about the likes of Cian Healy and Peter Manny and Henderson coming on. I mean, you look at Toby Falatau coming on for Wales. You look at Jamie Roberts coming on for Wales. These are big game players.
I'm interested, Paul, that Wales have changed their front row entirely. Scott Baldwin has just arrived. Ireland still have two starters out there. Cian Healy, the only fresher pair of legs. There's Ken Owens.
Crouch.
8.5 minutes to go.
Bind. Set.
Marmion, Heaslip puts it over to the right-hand side to offer protection to the scrum half. From set pace, straight to Simon Zebo. Zebo, look for the pass. George North over the ball.
Off your feet now. Now it is.
It's there for Marmion. Here comes Healy. Leaves it for Sexton, and they've gone by again. Liam Williams waits. It's cleared everybody.
Line up, red. Just a contest?
It's a great contest, that is. Yeah, well, now they're
Good
just
contest in there,
varying their
nothing for,
tactics. They've tried to go down the middle, they tried to go through the hands, and no. Okay, let's just wait and see how good they are on the flanks. But from the scrum, the first kick, you know, that's from a scrum. That's a narrow defensive line.
Just give yourselves room. Just give yourselves room.
It's Wales under the cosh, just like they were 2 years ago. Tipperick down, Gareth Davis. Ireland swarm all over the scrum half and earn themselves a 5-metre scrummage with the put-in.
That's what you get with Peter O'Mahony. Phenomenally quick off the floor. Now he was against Tipperick, who's also a very quick jumper, but Peter O'Mahony is one of the best in Europe. He's the best I think he's the best back row jumper in Europe. Great line-out pressure. That 5-metre line-out is so important to exit from. If you can pressure that, you give yourself a great opportunity, which Ireland have done here now with a 5-metre scrum.
What stop? What stop? All right?
We're just having, I think it's a blood stop called. Peter O'Mahony. Immediate impact. Tipperick has won so much ball for Wales. O'Mahony pinched one that mattered.
Okay, fellas, I know it's loud. Okay, let's just give ourselves space. Both teams. Off we come, please. Give yourself space until the set.
We reset. 5 metres out.
Set. Yes, please.
He's lit again. Shelters the ball for Marmion. Sexton. It's narrow. It's gone wrong for Ireland. And it hasn't gone backwards though. It has gone forwards. Jamie Roberts punches the air. Sean Edwards punches the air. And all it is a scrimmage.
No, he's offside.
It's an offside. Oh, man in front of the knock-on.
Killer moment. You know, the worst thing you can do here is give away a penalty. You know, at least if you run a play and it isn't the greatest play in the world, at least if you're still 5 yards away from their line, it's not the end of the world. To turn it over, give a penalty, it's very tough. You know, 5 minutes now to get back down there for Ireland, and a big defensive moment from Wales. You see Sean Edwards there pumping his fist.
Yeah, he's a big presence in midfield, isn't he? Just watch, he stands there, he picks the run up. Keith Earl's been so dangerous. There's the reaction.
And that's what we spoke about, Jamie Roberts, with impact. You know, he'll have seen those plays, defended plays like that for years.
Scott Baldwin. And again, it's Tipperick who wins the line out. Gareth Davis keeps a close eye on the ball this time. They're going to kick downfield. No, yes they are. Davis down towards Keith Earls. Damn bigger in hot pursuit, but it's brilliantly taken by Earls. Sexton. Oh, that's excellent pursuit of the ball by Gareth Davis, the scrum half. Here's Sexton again to Sean O'Brien. Heaslip driven back by Liam Williams. Sexton, Cian Healy. Long along the floor. Donegal Ryan has to stop and go backwards, and Jonathan Davis in hot pursuit catches him.
Lifted.
Henderson. This is different because Ireland are now in their own 22. Carney, Heaslip, Keith Earls. tries to raise his legs, but Justin Tipuric hangs on, and Ireland still in their 22. And again, Tipuric involved. Sean O'Brien took a little pause. Can't get out of the 22. Rory Best, Ireland standing still and taking the ball. Is there any way out of this 22? Ireland trail by 6 points. Sexton, the charge down by Faletau. Jamie Roberts for the line. Roberts! We wait for Wayne Barnes to award the try. He has, and Wales have just won the encounter.
Well, it's a pressure from Faletau, fresh legs, he gets to Sexton. Sexton has tried every pass in the book to unlock this defence, but then he tries the little chip. Faletau, I think, gets to him, and there's the try scorer.
Yeah, I mean, fair play to Wales. They've been really, really clever in the second half. They exited from the penalty. Excellent driving maul to a box kick, and they've just pinned Ireland down there and put him under incredible pressure.
Jamie Roberts, he's felt the pressure on Wales all week. Nobody has felt that pressure more than Rob Howley and the Welsh coaching staff. And how they have responded. What a response. Lee Halfpenny adds the 2 points. Wales are over 20. Jonathan, your man of the match.
Yeah, I think, Warburton's been brilliant. So has Sexton. George North, big game, but for me, Rhys Webb, there's the man. He had his hand in both tries. Aggressive defence. So for me, man of the match, Rhys Webb, RBS Six Nations, man of the match.
Into the last minute, Ireland bring the changes. Paddy Jackson is on, but you can just tell the game is won. Alan Wynne-Jones is too exhausted to celebrate yet. His moment will come. Paddy Jackson gets us back underway.
Back off green.
It's gone forward. Gary Ringrose picks up the bouncing ball. Sean O'Brien. Zebo. Tommy Bowe is on the field. Faletau over the ball. Can't play it now. Has to leave it for Marmion. Paddy Jackson spots the gap. Luke Charteris tracks the replacement. Sean O'Brien. Zebo to Bowe. Went forward. Wales will have one last scrum.
Pass back in forward.
The line speed is still there from Wales. It's absolutely incredible to see the likes of Tipuric getting off with incredible enthusiasm and intensity at this stage of the game, having put in the shift he's put in. So
Thanks, fellas. It's calf,
yeah, and Robert Howley, you got to be happy for him. This performance, the hard work, the pressure they've been under. So you got to be, relieved for them and happy for him.
this was always the threat for Ireland. I mean, Wales were a very good team playing badly. There it is, 100% a try. But they're a very good team playing badly with some absolutely world-class players. And they've absolutely produced the goods today. They've played brilliantly. I think they've been very clever as well, which I don't think they have been in some of their poor performances in the Six Nations. They haven't been astute. They haven't been clever in how they've gone about their business. A few crucial line-out steals. And the enthusiasm of their back row is phenomenal to see.
It hasn't just been a game of relief for Wales, given the pressure they've been under. It has been a fantastic test match.
Fantastic test match, and I think the decision-making by the Welsh players has been the difference. In previous matches, they've been loose, they've given opportunities away, and now, they've scored, two beautiful tries, the third try through pressure, so it's just small margins, and it makes huge differences at this level.
I just wonder, you see Tommy Bowe going off there, I wonder how much how much more of Tommy Bowe there is to come. He's been around a long time, been a wonderful servant on the Irish wing. If this is farewell to Tommy Bowe.
Oh, that's disappointing for him now after a long injury return to get back, you know, to get picked for today. That's really disappointing. Hopefully that's not too bad.
Yeah. It's the face of a man who thinks this might be it.
Hang on, that's a bit harsh, Ed. You know, he's
Don't
got
write him off completely.
Come on, Ed.
Yeah, just do that. Perfect.
Gareth Davis will put into the scrummage. Wales have 9 seconds.
You once a scrum line crouches.
It's not take the ball, Ed.
Tight head, loose head shoulders, thank you. Crouch. Bind. Set.
Oh. It's a retreating scrum and Ireland have stolen it. We're into overtime.
Thanks, mate. Tackle!
Ireland come away with it. Play goes on. Alan Wynne-Jones still working. No let up in the pace at all. Paddy Jackson. No let up in the ferocity of the tackling.
No, you've pushed him back in.
Niall Scannell.
Still in.
Replacement hooker. Paddy Jackson goes on his own. Oh, it's a good tackle by Scott Baldwin, the hooker.
No.
Henderson. Tackled by Gareth Davis. Marmion. Sean O'Brien.
And away.
Oh, and still, it thunders on through Peter O'Mahony. It's gone forward at last. Well, if Wales can break away and score, they get themselves a bonus point. It could be. Sam Davis is on. Jamie Roberts. George North. Cuts inside. North! A burst of acceleration. George North! Up to the Irish 22. Gareth Davis waits. Davis. Halfpenny, Jonathan Davis, men outside him, can't get the pass away, he does now. Charteris was there. Scott Baldwin.
And hands away now, Ireland.
Davis goes darting round the blind side, Halfpenny, twists, rolls, presents. Jonathan Davis at scrum half. The captain. Sam Davis knocks on. The game is over. Wales don't get their bonus point, but they do have the victory in a pulsating, enthralling game. They have beaten Ireland by 22 points to 9.
Absolutely phenomenal match. I mean, these boys are going to be very, very sore heading into next week's game. There's a few times there during the break and play from our view, you honestly would wonder how the guys were going to play the next phase of play, wouldn't you, Jonathan?
Yeah.
I mean, then they just lifted it again every time.
Great test match by two great sides.